Never got to feel good when you go for your last pick and then the enemy goes for the snap pick. The AM coming out from Alliance.
I was talking to Cinderin about it, and I think he told me it was like a 60-40 matchup, and I'm sort of
double
inclined
ion shell on top of Grimstroke. That's going to be your first blood. Firefly is the one to pick it up.
Oh, bottom lane.
Tianming is in trouble. Boxy is going to run him down here. The Fissure is going to allow Boxy to get an easier time getting in front of Tianming. Trying not to dive to tier 2 too much. Now, he does actually die, and that's pretty bad because all these creeps are really low. He is really showing off on this 4th position. Tiny ASD looking to be able to grab Boxy, pull him back before he gets up to that high ground. He can follow one more jump, maybe. He's actually going to be lassoed. He actually read that he's totally out of mana and will be able to get the Fissure. They got the kill. Oh, dear. Boxy.
That was a disaster from ASD.
Continue to farm up these ancients and such. Firefly's just gonna run up there into the high ground, is gonna find Koifa. Moves that refraction, has to beware. Oh, he's now gonna be silenced. Usually his toss away play gets him away from that Inkswell, but here he ends up just dying. Now they're gonna find the +1 in Tianming, who gets grabbed by Boxy as well. The supports feel like they're just trying to make some plays happen.
Yeah. There is rock available on the side of SIRIUS, so Alliance might just straight up be dissuaded from taking this fight.
They're coming for it. They're gonna try and poke. Firefly should be fine because there's no lasso. In fact, he's going to turn on to the Bat Rider, gets a lot of damage from his combo. Got to be careful though. Now he is actually, they're going to throw out the golem. They're going to go in, manage to grab 2 heroes, but an instant Echo Slam comes out from Taiga. A 14-minute Blink Dagger. ASD's like, what the hell?
He was so
surprised. How does
surprised.
he have that already?
Firefly's going to go back
Nice turn, though. Koifa gets burned out by the double ion shell. He didn't expect that one. Mickey, though, has free reign of this team fight. The Darkseer's totally out of mana. Doesn't actually want to continue to go for him now that Sylar's here. Toss over on the AM illusion, but Taiga managed to blink away before it lands on him.
And now he should know.
They're going to be able to get the lasso before the toss back. That was beautiful. The Rock's going to be able to come down. Firefly trying to get away. The Echo Slam knocking into the back line. Is only able to finish up one support, though, because Sylar got off the rage. And now with the Fatal Blondes on top of these heroes, Alliance have to jump out. They're going to jump further in. ASD is able to finish up the Templar Assassin. Sees Boxy's low. Oh, but he gets mana voided just like that. He played the fight well, but it wasn't good enough. The Radiant's burning Boxy right now, but Sylar just can't stick on top of him. Neither can the Golem. So he's going to go for the kill onto Taiga instead and will be able to do that. They can't actually fight Sylar. Orchid, he can much more aggressively jump the back line and get those kind of kills. They are going to be able to get Boxy here with the Orchid, but immediately the jump in from Taiga with the mana void, hitting Firefly as well. The Golem's going to be able to respond with a big Fatal Bonds. Mickey drops quite low as all the damage goes on to Taiga.
Just hits the tower. He's going to go in.
Managed to grab Firefly, who's been so disrupted in these fights. A 3-man Fissure to follow that one up. The raged up Sylar is trying to get damage onto Boxy, and it looks like Boxy just can't fly enough fast away. Now Koifa's here, though. Will be able to finish off Firefly. A good wall, though. Managed to lock down and get a lot of illusions. Mickey is going for Angel Eyes. Totally out of mana right now. It's going to take a lot of damage. While inside of the base, they're just trying to control up Sylar. They throw the Soulbind on him just to slow him down. Koifa is staying on top of him with the Inkswell. They try and actually go for the TA, but he quick blink away. He was able to get out from ASD, but ASD commits and dies to Mickey. TP down to bottom lane. Sylar's just going to run at some heroes. He's going for the 30-minute bounty runes and found Taiga instead. And Taiga cannot stop him. He does manage to get a Fissure and hitting Tianming, but Mickey wasn't able to complete the kill because of the Ghost Scepter. Mickey still collects the bounty runes, though. Alliance will manage to get all 4 there. Insania, maybe the other support picked off, though. Sylar finally finds him. No TP scroll up.
Him. I feel like that's the 8th time I've seen Taiga just run into Sylar, and he's like, oh, well.
Double damage.
Jump over onto the end. They're going to pop out and try and burst him down. They do manage to get him.
They got him. That was that DD rune from the Storm.
And a massive kill at that is now Sylar and ASD will be able to go high ground. Alliance are going to be forced into possibly buying back. Their split pushes now. Oh, Firefly tried to get the toss back onto Taiga, but missed. But the lasso onto ASD. Now he does have an Aegis. They're going to mana void the 2 of them together. Sylar's a little bit low. The toss over by Fireflies, allowing Sylar to be able to get away. An Echo Slam immediately onto ASD as he will not be able to escape. A big kill, and he actually got, he popped his BKB during that time as well. Sylar still trying to get out, is actually going to turn on to Boxy, knowing he can't really escape any longer. They're going to be able to jump in with Golem. Taiga dropping low and fast. Boxy's also a little bit low as Sylar is doing a lot of this AoE damage to them, especially with that wall of Discord. That's why Mickey jumped away from that wall. Doesn't want to be around that area. He'll finish up at least the Tiny. Now will be able to get the Mana Void off on Tianming. Still not enough damage though, and has to blink away. He can't fight Sylar, but Sylar can certainly hunt him down being surged up. Especially since they do have that Soulbind combo with the lasso.
And they're looking for the fight right now is Nikkei still doesn't have buyback, but they're gonna go for it.
They immediately jump behind the AM. He's gonna grab Insania at first and just go for that support while the jump in from Mickey is trying to finish off the fight position of SIRIUS.
Still
but
alive.
with that Ghost Scepter, he's still alive and is gonna be able to drop the Golem, helping Firefly as well. Mickey's controlled up. He's gonna jump for the Storm Sphere. Doesn't actually get him. A beautiful wall of Replica with a vacuum in as well. That pretty much with the Fatal Bonds takes so much damage onto both the Templar Assassin and the Bat Rider. In fact, AM even almost died just purely because of the Fatal Bond damage. What a combo.
He just kind of runs at you.
And finally, the first tier 3 is going to drop. And that, oh, nice Soulbind on the two of them, but an instant Orchid. He is going to be able to pop the BKB to get the Echo Slam out, but ASD already gotten down his BKB. Mickey's trying to lay out damage onto him. The Storm Sphere is going to be able to get away. A toss over. The Earthshaker's not able to get out of here, and Sylar drops so low, but Mickey couldn't finish him off. ASD is a little bit low on mana, but he does have the Aegis still. Barracks down. And Stormseer's gonna jump back in onto Boxy. Even if he does have a BKB, he can't stand against the physical damage of Sylar. Now Insania also in trouble with no Glimmer Cape or Force Staff to be able to bail him out. The jump in from the Templar Assassin tries to kill the Stormseer, but the Golem's gonna be dropped, and he will be able to survive with his Aegis. Again, he still has that second life. 11 for
realistically,
Sylar.
it was like
Around the Ghost Scepter. Uh-oh, Boxy's in trouble. He managed to get up his BKB. Also got the lasso with the AM on top of him. But that was going to be a Glimmer Cape save. They needed vision. They will be able to take out the first life of the Storm Spirit. They're going to pop the Shrine as well, so they will be full HP. The toss from Sylar onto Insania. ASD tries to join him, but Insania gets away with that Invis. Look at Taiga. He's been sitting here Invis the entire time. He's going to go for the Ink Slam. He couldn't blink. He just tried to run in due to the Radiance, but couldn't actually get the control. He gets the Fisher out, not able to even to finish off Firefly. 2 minutes dead on TA, and Mickey, he's going to have to hold against the 5-mana SIRIUS now with a tier 4 already dead. And a second one soon to drop. They're going to give Mickey the Inkswell an opportunity to jump in, get a small stun on 2, but immediately Firefly jumps in with his AoE stun onto Mickey. Mickey barely able to bounce back, but the throne is exposed. Boxy can't save it with the Fireflies. Now he's being pulled in. A basher on ASD, got him with the Mana Void. Sylar's quite low as well, but Mickey needs to be able to jump back, and he can't get there. Immediately buys back. Firefly fully committed, but the throne is dropping. It's at 1,500 HP, and they need to be able to get the bash onto Sylar. Control this carry, make sure he can't finish off the throne, but Mickey doesn't have the help. He doesn't have the damage either. The Ancient's gonna explode as Sylar finishes off for his team SIRIUS, taking game 1. Losing all those fights just meant SIRIUS, especially Sylar, got huge so quickly.
Yes, that's very true. That's very true.
Tianming, he's dead. And Boxy just really can't leave this lane, and when he does, it means he's going to be giving up that mid-tier 1 tower. So he gets that fast kill. Is there a point where Mickey can be sitting mid? Oh, the toss over on the Queen of Pain. No blink up for 7 seconds, so Koifa is very likely to die here, especially with the Spectre popping the ultimate. It looks like Sylar just wanted to be a part of that kill, collect the bit of gold and experience.
Otherwise, you just got there in a really inefficient way. So I think it's better to go for like more of a core build.
Maybe they'll even go the right-click build, which is the 90 damage at level 15. Mickey is going to be saved by Boxy, and they turn around with that Heavenly Grace, getting the lockdown onto ASD. ASD, thinking he can fight it with the Insatiable Hunger, is only really keeping himself at minimum 30% HP, and now with the jump in from the rest of SIRIUS, they will be able to run down Mickey's. They've just kind of overextended themselves. The rest of Alliance just really slow to rotate over here, and they're just getting overwhelmed. But now the Epicenter jump in, only really catching the Tiny, the Sonic Wave, only hitting Sylar on the side, but maybe it's enough with the Shadow Strike, the follow-up Burrow Strike in 2 seconds time. They need to be able to find Sylar somewhere in these trees. The Inkswell does manage to stun in July, so they'll take that kill instead of the big carry of SIRIUS. Sylar, he TPs away successfly. Ability to this carry Broodmother. Okay, Burrow Strike Epicenter on ASD, but there's no follow-up unless Mickey can get there in time. They're slowing down the Broodmother, and they might be able to get the Manta. Into the trees he goes, and now with the Insatiable Hunger will heal off the Ancients, and Alliance are in a bad place right now. They manage to get the lasso onto Boxy. Boxy, Heavenly Graces, pops his ultimate as well, and just turns and fights. He does have a Purification, trying to get the kill onto Firefly as best as he can. Firefly, meanwhile, is running forward, has a Blink Dagger with the TP in from Tianming. They turn onto him, kill him, but they just want to be able to stall out these heroes, but Firefly dies as well. Mickey picks up at least 2. Won't be able to finish off the Spectre, but maybe with the Queen of Pain jumping in, the Shadow Strike. Burrow Strike is up as well. Taiga, he's trying to commit for this one, almost has enough damage to finish off Siler. Will he die to the strike? It doesn't look like it. He's healing quite a bit.
Yeah. Into the backline. Just, they were given the opportunity to
Burrow Strike.
And Alliance now take the gold lead, and they might just go in for Roche themselves.
Yeah.
It's just kill this Broodmother, keep your army alive.
Oh, well, they found a good initiation. Koifa, man, you can't be out of position like that. Your team now may be in trouble as Mickey is already low after trying to take that. Roshan does have Battle Trance plus the BKB. He's ready to pop that Battle Trance. They're keeping their distance, though, and that's why Mickey's holding on to it on the left-hand side, though. Taiga's trying the jump onto ASD, but he's by himself, so the Soulbind doesn't actually connect to anything. Still kiting Mickey. Does not have his BKB anymore. They just want to force it out of him, but he gets a heal from Boxy. He also has his Heavenly Grace as well as Guardian Angel. At any point they can turn, they're going to have to pop it now. Mickey trying to catch up, and the Sticky Napalm's just burning low. Finally, there goes the Battle Trance. Managed to get a 2-man Burrow Strike on the side, but unfortunately the Troll is focused on the ASD right now, but he managed to get him. ASD went outside of his webs. Oh no! Now the Spectre's going to be slowed down as Insania comes back into play, slowing down the Spectre, keeping the vision, multiple strokes of fate, gets a long range ensnare from Mickey, and now Alliance can go for the Roshan.
And getting out of the webs. They were doing such a good job of kiting Mickey, and they got impatient.
And SIRIUS, now they're desperate.
And the real hero that you have to kill is this Omni Knight.
Yeah.
The fact that he had his moving assistant, his walking fountain.
I knew this was going to happen. SIRIUS, we're going to get desperate. Oh, the Wrath of Nature doing so much. Everybody's so low, but nobody's going to die.
And Boxy is going to continue to heal this all up.
14 to 24, 34 minutes in, Alliance are taking full control of this game and are even thinking about pushing into high ground right now with their Aegis, daring SIRIUS to stop them. And at this point, with the Haunt still on cooldown for another 10 seconds, SIRIUS, they're low to actually start a fight just yet, but they've already lost the tier 3. The melee barracks is soon to fall.
I mean, how do you start a fight? Like, who do you start it on?
Yeah. It's going to be up to Firefly, I think. He needs to be able to get some sort of toss back. Maybe pull the Troll super out of position or something. They do manage to get the initiation onto Taiga. They're going to try and stop him. They throw the Heavenly Grace onto Mickey. They say the Troll is the only important hero right now. The Soulbind onto Tiny as well as ASD, but they're going to try and run back in. They want to be able to catch Alliance, and that's when the Spectre ultimate goes down immediately. Omni Knight responds there with the Guardian Angel. Now he is low. He's going to try and Heavenly Grace himself. There's also in the back lines, it's seen a nice jump in from the Sancti, trying to get the stuns up, allowing Mickey to be able to go on ASD. He's ripping apart both him, Firefly. Now the Spectre's forced to be able to buy back. He slows down Angel Eye as well, but he's going to get kited here, especially with these buybacks. But they don't have a stun to be able to stop his TP, so he gets away for free. Giving you armor. Shivas, they're going to try and get the fast pick off on Koifa, but there is Boxy there with the Heavenly Grace, the strong dispel now.
Siler doesn't have buyback.
Both of them. Siler has no buybacks. Tianming's going to fall as well.
Already on top of the tower. They've got to make some sort of move or they're going to get mega creeped at this point.
It's going to be hard to jump onto Mickey and do anything about him. Now that he's got the level 25, the Battle Trance with the strong dispel, they're going to jump in with the Burrow Strike Inkswell on ASD. They do have a defensive force staff, and Insatiable Hunger goes out from ASD, wants to be able to fight this. Now that Alliance have jumped forward significantly, Mickey is going to turn and fight him right back and see if they can actually outduel this lifesteal, and they will be able to with the Sonic Wave doing so much pure damage. ASD almost dying, but does manage to get back to the fountain. And now they've definitely overextended themselves potentially, as they're going to start going into the fountain, but that's where Boxy
doesn't care.
His trap card. He pops the Guardian Angel and kills the Tiny underneath his fountain, and Boxy will end up dying here eventually. It looks like Alliance were not able to get the Megas.
Force staff. Battle Fury.
I don't know what that means, but we're going to have initiation on the Koipa. He's going to get Abyssal Blade up. Good force staff, and he managed to get the blink away. The lasso onto 2, trying to control this troll as much as possible. Boxy is eventually going to fall. They're going to deal with Mickey after. Mickey just can't seem to do enough damage as he's going to pop it. The Burrow Strike epicenter, blocking down all 3, and Mickey should be able to rip him apart. Sylar does have that extra Aegis though, and that's why Mickey's not going to try and finish him off. He, even with the double damage, is a little bit scared of fighting this Spectre, but he can't get away and will fall here. No buyback.
There was no buyback on the Spectre, and they were right in front of the base, and now they've come to this, all-inning themselves.
And they have tier 2 bottom, so they can give up top lane. They don't necessarily have to buy back, but they find the right kind of initiation here. 2-man Burrow Strike. Now, with the lasso going out, Sylar's going to try and go for this kill on Koipa. With ASD here as well, they just need the magic damage to be able to eat through that Guardian Angel, but couldn't finish off the Queen of Pain. Now they toss the Spider over at Koipa, but he immediately fears off ASD. ASD's getting lower and lower. Another Force Staff going out as Taiga goes to try and finish him off with the Burrow Strike, but unable to. They want to try and catch Sylar with a long-range stroke of fate, managing to nail Sylar, and they will catch him. They'll bring down that Aegis. Epicenter, Taiga's going in. He's immediately going to Burrow Strike up the Spectre. They're going to try and burst it down with the Shivas, scaring back Firefly as well, making sure that they can't actually save Sylar so easily. He's down to half health, but Taiga's quite low. Sylar sees that he's doing a lot of damage in return, but he needs the help of his allies, and Mickey's come in from the side to be able to find the Tiny, while Spectre just getting kited around, unable to finish off anybody. He dies, immediately buys back, pops the ultimate. Taiga's low, will be able to get that 1 kill, goes for the other support in Insania, but the Inkswell's going to keep away, so instead he turns on to Boxy, sees Boxy's low, pops the Lincolns, unable to catch him because of the degen auras, so now he slows down Mickey as much as possible, but ASD feels like he can't find him. A total whiff from Koipa as he misses the Sonic Wave, unable to finish off in July as he should have. And now Mickey's just going to run inside the pit. There's 3 different items that are really important. Mickey's going to get stunned up, tossed over into the high ground area. Is going to run back into the pit though. ASD starts focusing on Taiga, managed to get a bash. Ghost Scepter going down, trying to run at him with that Firefly. Not going to be good enough. Mickey tried to get the lockdown on Sylar, but he manages, gets rid of that ensnare. Mickey is afraid of being kited right now.
The Lincoln's blocked.
Just poking at him. Another toss up in the air, bringing Mickey a little bit lower. Force Staff away. Now Roshan's about to fall. Pick up that Aegis, but Taiga!
It's on the
ground. He gets the stun at the right time. He picks up the Aegis. Sylar tries to get in there as well, but he's immediately feared by Koipa. They steal pretty much all of the items. Sylar's gonna die inside the pit with no buyback. Alliance look for more. Gonna be able to catch him with a sight. That is gonna be Firefly. Locked down by Mickey. What a jump from Taiga. Just have a small window.
And
where
the
they
lasso,
can take a fight, might be able to save it from Megas.
The lasso getting blocked by Lincolns.
Jump in. They're going to try and jump on Tianming, the defensive Force Staff once again. This is ASD's pop. He's going to go straight for the kill into Taiga, but again, the Ghost Scepter is going to stop a lot. They need to be able to stop Mickey right now as he's going for the melee barracks. They can't really retreat right, otherwise they're going to be faced up against Megas. Sylar, the jump in, managed to get the lasso, but Mickey immediately shrugs it off with the status resistance of Heavenly Grace, and now Alliance can back up. They've taken the Meg. Second tier 4 that falls. Throne is exposed. They're going to be able to get a 2-man Burrow Strike to lead things on Taiga. Once again with Ghost Scepter as SIRIUS tries to turn onto him. They do have the ultimate pop with the Omni Knight. Sylar trying to go for that back line. ASD managed to finish off Taiga. That's only the Aegis. Remember that. And the big Aegis just ignoring everybody else. Going for the throne at 2,000 HP. The Sprout's going to be able to buy a lot of time. The Burrow Strike onto 2. They're locking down these heroes, and Mickey finally just finished them off. Gets 2 kills. No buybacks there. And that'll be the throne as well. We are going to a game 3.
Change the lanes here. You put a troll mid and a side lane DK. Excuse me.
30 seconds to battle.
Firefly, oh, key. I was gonna say, you might want to Arctic Burn sometime soon because the spear's coming your way. He's gonna be locked down now by the Oracle, and that's gonna be your first blood, most likely. Just turns around and tries to get damage out. Else that could have happened there.
Yeah, and so if they just ran it back naturally, it was gonna be okay.
They have the Curse Crown as well as a Purge. Sylar taking a lot of damage already. Insania can go for 1 more Purifying Flames, but Sylar's certainly not low enough. And Koipa,
oh, they missed.
Taiga's actually going to take a lot of damage. They do have the Fairy Fire pop. The Fisher's going to come out. Taiga does manage to get away once again into that right-hand side. Sylar's low. Koipa does have a Breathe Fire, and with the Purifying Flames, that's enough damage. Now, Insania's still going to die to that Splinter Blast, but the Cursed Crown is out. He does get a very early level of Cold Embrace. Yeah, you might be able to just blink Spear before he can morph into Strength. They will manage to get the stun onto Tianming here, but the damage is already being stolen away from Koipa. The Arena's going to go out. That'll help protect against the Razor as well as help them go for the kill onto Tianming. They will be able to get it, but ASD's here. He'll be able to turn around onto Boxy, and Koipa's now going to get dove. Is anybody from Alliance going to try and save him here? The Oracle has no TP, so it looks like DK's just going to be run down. Koifa has a TP himself, but has to get out of vision of all these heroes to be able to use it. And Sylar has the perfect thing to be able to reveal Koifa with that plasma field. Spot where he's going, slowing him down.
SIRIUS TP's top. You take the tower.
Straight up terrorized play from Taiga that's going to run him into the brambles. Q play, and the disable lasts just long enough. Invis rune from Tianming, but they had the sentry set up. They knew where he was coming through. Great pickoff, great setup, but at the same time, Insania is going to be found by Injuly and ASD. He's already thrown so much damage. Insania knows he's dead. He's just going to try and get as much lockdown on ASD. Terrorized to actually being committed because the cores want to be able to go for the other heroes in Firefly as well as Sylar. They don't want to fight into this Morphling until they've done with all of his support. So that's why Taiga's just trying to catch as many heroes as possible. A good spear catches in July, finishing him off. Koifa immediately blinking forward to try and find the Morphling, but failing that, they'll get the tier 1 tower after a successful team fight. Pick after pick after pick.
Yes.
Very quickly dealing with Roshan. Firefly does not have Winter's Curse. So we can't just fly into the bin. Stop this, they're just gonna blind. Oh, okay, that's an instant stun for the Dragonite. They're still gonna be able to finish off mid-game. They own the Roshan so low. They have to do something about this, but now the Winter's Curse comes in. There is gonna be an Earthshaker 10, but a spear on through. On a box, he's locking into it. They're gonna be able to grab the Aegis. Koifa grabs it just in time. The Mars does some more damage to ASD. He's actually quite low with the Spirit Vessel. A little bit more damage out from Insania. It's not quite enough, but Taiga's there to be able to finish him off. Now, the second life of Koifa. No dragon form for another 2 seconds, but a big hit from Boxy. Almost enough to finish off Sylar, and the spear is enough. Firefly stands there in the cliff area, trying to deal the damage to Koifa. Koifa stunning up in July. Can't take too many more shots. One more, and they don't get it. The Spirit Vessel might get him. Tianming commits, but the save from Insania is not enough. Tianming gets the kill. Ultra kill for Boxy. Kill in July. Now, if Taiga's not careful, he thinks he's going to be able to catch this one. The arena actually locking down ASD, the Terrorize, a big swing. And look at this, ASD is actually falling because of the Spirit Vessel.
They're starting, I don't know if they already realized it. They must have, considering the playstyle that they were.
Oh, Mickey's just going for the kill on Sylar. Sylar does have a BKB, though. That's why he's willing to fight this. And Insania trying to bail out Mickey. Now, Koifa as well as Boxy are almost here. Now that the BKB's been blown by Sylar, if they could just catch some heroes, they can definitely take this fight. They're going to be able to get the spear onto the Winter Wyvern. They want to stop the Cold Embrace as well as that Winter's Curse, and they do so successfully, meaning now Tianming is free to take. Boxy, godlike double kill.
He is so bad right now.
+1, no BKB available. And Taiga with the Spirit Vessel and all that damage, a spear to help finish him off, and Koifa claims the kill.
I just really overrated the Razor.
Echo Slam, big initiation from Tianming, but it's not quite enough. Mickey survives, and Boxy. Woo!
Dude, ASD blew up.
They thought they had the big carry of Alliance, but Mickey isn't the carry, not this game anyway. It's Boxy who follows up with the initiation. The big swing of God's Rebuke, taking 2 out. Now the Terrorize jump in, not actually going to be thrown out. Missed the spear from Boxy. They do have the Spirit Vessel on Sylar. They're going to force out the BKB. That's all they wanted out of him. Winter Wyvern. Careful with the Curse Crown. Doesn't want to die to a distance. They're going to terrorize him to make sure, again, he can't get off the Winter's Curse, and it's such a disaster. A big swing out from the God's Rebuke. A spear not quite enough to finish off Sylar. But Boxy, he can play underneath the tier 4s. The rest of his team can finish up this lane of Rags. Morphling had a buyback, but if he knows, if he uses that net worth now to buy back, his game is just so stalled out, they may not have a chance to come back.
And what is he coming back alive to at this point?
They call it. That's it. GG.
Yeah.
Sylar's done.
Sylar's like, I have no game to play.
Wow.